That we're just gonna be talking about time itself. We're gonna be talking about how to manipulate it, how to control it, what time is. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, man. We also gonna be talking about timelines. You know what I'm saying? What time is? How to get outside of time. Uh, what it feels like going outside of time and stuff like that. So thing is, right? Most of y'all are actually stuck in time. Most of y'all are literally stuck in time, bro. And y'all, like most of the people that be low key like wanting to quantum leap, go outside of time and space and all, y'all not gonna do that if y'all are overthinking about either what happened in the past or what might happen in the future. Don't even worry about nothing, first of all. And second of all, be within the present moment. Because when you're within the present moment, that's when you start sinking within the present moment of all of creation, which is basically your omni soul. If y'all don't know what that is, check out my last video, man. You know what I'm saying? But thing is, right, the main way to tap outside of time and space is just by being in the present moment. Be aware of what's actually happening right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm aware as I'm making this video. Most of the time when people are making a video, they're just like, you know what I'm saying, going with the flow and stuff, but they're not really aware. They're not really intentional. They just go off the dome, you know what I'm saying? I'd be intentional, you know what I'm saying? So, and to mainly step all the way outside of time and space, because even though when you're aware in the present moment within the physical reality or in 5D or in 4D consciousness, 5D consciousness, 6D consciousness, you're still within time and space, right? You're not exiting time and space. Even when you go outside of Earth, inside of the astral plane or in real life, like in 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D consciousness state, out of your body or in your body, you're still going to be within time and still within space, right? You actually want to step out of time and space? Well, the way to do that is by literally tapping in mainly with 70 or just mainly as the soul and spirit, right? Because most people think that they're the human, right? And most people realize that they are the soul, right? But even then, at your truest point, you're still not the soul. You're not even really the spirit at your truest point. Your spirit is the one that created the soul for this lifetime and is technically a god of that soul and basically governs that soul to be able to, you know, experience what it wants to be able to experience, right? Yeah, and everything that the soul experiences is basically just what the spirit would just what the spirit wanted to experience, but at a point where it's just like a fractal, because your soul is basically a fractal of your spirit. That's why you can have multiple past lives within one spirit. So your spirit is mainly just your internal intelligence. When you tap in with that, you're literally able to create timelines and destroy them. You know, characters. You're able to literally just really do anything that deals with being in time and space. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can definitely manifest right then and there, all that other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Telekinesis, all that. You know what I'm saying? Especially, well, because if you tap in with your spirit for the first time, you can do telekinesis for the first time. It just depends on what your current state is. Like if you're someone who's naturally low vibrational, you're probably not going to be able to succeed it. But if you're somebody who's naturally creative and high vibrational and not really into, you know, negative thoughts and beings and around them type of people and energies and don't let it get to you, then you're gonna definitely be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even an evil person could do it, but it's gonna take a whole lot more practice for them unless if they sell their soul or, you know, do some type of ritual where it involves, you know, multiple demons or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that's true. It could be a whole other way they do it. Time is supposed to give you a limited experience, right? That's why, well, I want to say that's why when you're inside of time, it gives you a limited experience, but a limited experience that you specifically wanted to experience. So even Andromedas and all that other stuff, they're still within time and space unless if they, you know, tap in with the fullness of their spirit, and they can still be in time and space within their spirit. That's just when they start syncing with all planes of existence. But you know, it's just it just depends on how separated or unified that soul or being is. Most of the things that happen, like when you see this human body, this is time, right? If I was outside of time and space, my true self would not look like this body, right? Even your soul can take on a body, which when your soul is created, at first it doesn't have a body, but then it eventually creates a body for itself to express itself in, right? And your soul can still be within not only 5D but also 6D consciousness. So once you reach 7D consciousness, you can embody your spirit within your soul, and that's when you basically just sink in your soul and spirit, or you start also, or you can also start to be able to sync all planes of existence within your current self, which that's what I've been doing, and that's what my latest video just kind of talks about. So when you're on a low vibration, time looks very expanded because you're actually becoming denser than not just time itself, but you're actually becoming denser than the physical reality, because the way the physical reality was made from the plane that is above the physical plane, which is the etheric plane, right? It's literally just imagine a aura, some type of aura around me and everything else. That is the etheric lining between the physical and the non-physical, right? So everything that is here right now is condensed. It's not only condensed astral matter, but also condensed, well, it's condensed from the highest all the way down. You see what I'm saying? So that's basically how creation is made. If you want to create something, you're going to have to condense something all the way from either your spirit or your soul, or even the highest point of yourself, the source frequency within you, and just see what comes through. Even though time is very limited, when you're on a low vibration, it feels like everything is big. It feels like you can't do anything. You're confused, all that other type of stuff, right? Time feels like it's passing by so long, but then like once it's actually done, it feels like it was fast. You're not really creative. You're not really happy. That type of stuff. Low aura field and consciousness expansion, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Malevolent vibrations attacking you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when you're at a higher vibration, like the middle astral, which is like 5D consciousness, the level of your soul, or the level or the awareness level of your soul, that's when time starts being within the present moment more. In the past and the past and future actually collide within the present moment. So yeah. And then when it comes to 6D, that's when you kind of get a glimpse of what being outside time and space is, but you're not fully outside time and space. You see what I'm saying? And that's also the information for your soul template. So yeah, when you reach 6D consciousness, you're going to reach the information which your soul is wanting to express upon on inside of time and space. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that is that. When you're at a high vibration, bro, you start actually seeing this reality as a game. Like you start going into a mode where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be like these other people trying to be observer mode and all that. Like you is observing, but you still playing with life, you know what I'm saying? Like how you truly want to, instead of being like how these other people is. Because it's like most of these other spiritual people, they act like they soul and spirit didn't want to come down to earth. If it didn't want to come down to earth, you wouldn't came down to earth, which is the reason why they get into states where they're always observing and always meditating and stuff. Is not to make them more aware, it's to suppress the negative awareness within them instead of just transmuting that awareness into being one with a positive awareness. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much it about this. I don't got much else to say, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. Always meditate, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't suppress your thoughts while meditating, though, because that's stupid. It's just going to come back. Then you're going to wonder why you overthinking even while meditating. And, yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, check out the Patreons, and let's go.